So we're just going to quickly pop the speakers on some stand.
Very professional.
Cheers. Good to catch you.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, Alex, this is
Is that any better?
Can't find the hole. Oh, right in my head.
Just helping Ash find the hole there. He was struggling. On the topic of comedy, well, before we get on to the topic of comedy, thanks Graham. Thank you for coming down. It's my first time running tonight, so for Graham to come down before a gig means a lot. So thanks, man. Thank you very much. That was a great gig, Graham. Yeah. So no, on the topic of comedy, we haven't had a comedian before, I don't think. However, ladies and gentlemen, sit tight because we've got 12 minutes of comedy coming your way. Give it up for Paul!
Thank you very much.
I apologise.
Clearly this is not set up for comedy. Hello, how you doing? That's alright, that's fine, I'll come up with that. That's fine, thanks, don't worry, thank you very much. Right, hello again. I just finished reading Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Fantastic book. Now there's some interesting things in the book which never made it into the films, which I'd like to share with you. Like, for example, the real reason Professor Dumbledore told the children never to go into the Forbidden Forest after dark was because it was in fact a Muggle dogging location. Just off the M25. Junction 4. Anti-clockwise. Along the A21. Opposite the golf course. Round the back of the Derby and Joan Club. You pull into the car park, you see a big sign that says Fat Susie's Sausage Grill. Park up, you walk into the woods, you take a right-hand path, you go up to the top of the hill. Actually, I've not been there myself. But I've got this friend who has, and he told me there's plenty going on there. There's something for everyone, if you know what I mean. Moaning Myrtle used to hang out there most nights, which incidentally is where she got her nickname from. You see, in the books, she was actually called Doggin Doris. But when they made the first film, they said, we'll never get that one past a PG certificate, so they changed her name to Moaning Myrtle, took her out of the Doggin Forest, threw her in the toilets on the first floor, changed the Doggin Forest to a Forbidden Forest, and slapped a nice clean PG certificate on it.
What did I walk into?
It's an unknown Harry Potter film.
Oh. Makes more sense now, doesn't it?
No.
Let me tell you, any unsuspecting bloke walking around there late at night, she'd have his trousers and pants down faster than a proctologist on a tight schedule. Let me tell you, she's had a few broomsticks parked up in her chamber of secrets. She's had a few wands dipped in her cauldron. She's hitched a ride on a few wizards' broomsticks in her time. Everyone's had a taste of her polyjuice potion. She likes it well stirred and well frothy, that one. Likes to work up a real good head on it. And that was also the real reason Arthur Weasley was driving around in that Ford Anglia. Because he needed a car to blend in with all the muggles of the dogging location. And God help him if Molly Weasley ever finds out what he gets up to in that car. We all saw what she did to Bellatrix Lestrange. If she ever finds out what her husband gets up to in that car, she'll have his nadgers for bludgers at Quidditch. Actually, he thought he had been found out once. He shit his pants that time Lucius Malfoy said to him, "Associating with muggles. And I thought your family could sink no lower." Lucius Malfoy impression there. Always gets a laugh, does Lucius Malfoy. And there's loads of other interesting things in the book which never made it into the film. Did you notice how Hagrid built his log cabin right on the edge of that forest? The dirty bugger. I always knew he was a wrong un. I never trusted him. He never fooled me with all that gentle giant I wouldn't have fly cobblers. He was always trying it on, he was. "Now there, young Hermione, you're a big girl now, 18 today, all grown up you is. I reckons as how it's about time Hagrid took you into the forest. How would you like to meet the centaurs?" "I don't think I want to meet the centaurs, thank you so very much, Hagrid." "Oh, centaurs all want to meet you, Hermione. Very keen, in fact, they is." Yeah, they left that all out of the films, but it's all in the books. Phil, groundkeeper my arse. Never once did I see him mowing the Quidditch lawn or painting in the lines on the 18-yard box. It's actually quite a scary thought when you think about it. Just imagine the scene, Mr. and Mrs. Muggle parked up somewhere nice and quiet, all snuggled up on the back seat of their Subaru, having a nice bit of Humpty Dumpty howdy doodly do and how's your father, when all of a sudden that bloody enormous great big 8'6", 25 stone, hairy ass, shaggy bearded lunatic jumps out from behind the bushes, trousers and pants down, waving his enormous great big monster giant tallywhacker around, thumping it on the roof of the car, peering in through the window going, "Oh hello, Muggles! Come out to play, have ya? How's about the little old Hagrid here? Have a go out, Mrs. Muggle. Give her a quick stuffing, like, get her all warmed up, ready for when the centaurs all arrive and get stuck into her." I'd have scared a little, but Jesus, out of anybody that would. That'd be enough to push you off doggy for life. Oh, but by the way, it's also the real reason he was expelled from Hogwarts during his 3rd year. Couldn't keep it in his pants, that boy. And there's loads of interesting things in the books which never made it into the films. There was one particularly unpleasant episode on the night of a full moon one late September when Snape mixed up Lupin's Wolfbane potion with Dumbledore's Mandrake Viagra. There's only one thing more terrifying than a psychotically deranged werewolf on the night of a full moon, and that's a psychotically deranged werewolf on the night of a full moon, pumped full of Mandrake Viagra potion. Lupin swallowed an entire week's supply of Dumbledore's Mandrake Viagra potion in one hit. He went loopy. Once that full moon came up and once that Mandrake Viagra potion kicked in, he went mad. He wreaked havoc in the Forbidden Forest that night. Over 150 muggles were happily dotted around that forest, all variously engaged in acts of sexual congress when Lupin tore into them, howling and screaming. They never knew what hit them, they never stood a chance. Half-naked muggles were running around everywhere, screaming and shouting. Half of them never even made it back to their cars. And the ones that did were in such a mad panic to drive out, there was a mass pile-up at the car park exit. Even that lunatic Hagrid didn't hang around once Lupin turned up in that state. He took one look at Lupin, frothing at the mouth, howling at the moon, with a bloody enormous great Mandrake Viagra-induced hard-on throbbing away under the moonlight. He scarpered. I never knew the big old bugger could move so fast. He legged it back to that wood cabin of his, locked himself in, bolted up all the doors and windows, and wouldn't come out till next morning once the sun came up. Unfortunately, Fang, his faithful boarhound, wasn't quite so fast. Lupin got a hold of him, gave him a right seeing to up against the Whomping Willow. And Hagrid, the shithead, did he come out and help him? Did he, fuck? He stayed right where he was, all locked up safe and sound in his wood cabin, yelling out through his letterbox, yelling abuse at Lupin and useless words of encouragement to poor old Fang. Don't you worry, Fang! You hang on in there! The Mandrake Viagra potion won't last all night. The bastard Lupin will soon run out of steam. You'll be alright, Fang. You'll be alright. Poor old Fang jammed up against the Whomping Willow. The only thing that saved Fang was when Moaning Myrtle breezed along, all dollied up like Little Red Riding Hood, fishnet stockings, knee-high boots, little red short skirt and no case. Quick as a flash, Lupin threw Fang to one side and had Myrtle over that tree trunk and was into her faster than Silvio Berlusconi up a young teenage jailbait model. He hammered it into her. He gave her a merciless stuffing. He gave her a merciless stuffing. He smashed her back door in, ripped her frame out, damaged her surrounding brickwork and stormed her back stairwell like the SAS through the Iranian embassy back in 1980. Finally, after 45 minutes each way and at both ends, Lupin couldn't hold back anymore on that Mandrake Viagra potion. He pulled out, he shot his load, and he let it go like the Geneva Fountain on Swiss Independence Day. I think this is a tad too much for some people. There's some people laughing and there's some people looking at me in shock.
Got any clean ones?
Alright then, if you've had enough of that, I'll have a go on something clean.
It's like 50 Shades of Potter in here.
Righto, what we got? I'll tell you what, I'll completely try something else. What have we got? I don't know, I'm rhyme. Alright, you want something clean, do you? Alright, clean. The trouble is, clean material is a lot harder than filth, and that's the way it is. Alright, I'll have a go. Alright, pretend I didn't just do that. Have we got any fans of Chris Rea in?
No.
Good. Good, because I hate that scrope, and I'll tell you why. Many people think Chris is American. He's not. He's from the north of England.
Even worse, actually.
Exactly. And many years ago, I was on a touring holiday in South Yorkshire, and I was driving along the A165 and I broke down. So I phoned Green Flag and I popped outside to wait for the turn up. And it was a beautiful, hot, sunny summer's day, ladies and gentlemen. Sun was shining. Beautiful trees, fields, flowers everywhere, forest in the distance, river snaking its way forward to the horizon. And there before me, I told you the clean stuff is so easy to make people laugh. And there before me was the city of Hull. And I was seized by a moment of inspiration, ladies and gentlemen, while I waited for Green Flag to turn up. And I wrote a song. And I called my song The Road to Hull. And that rotten Chris Rea, he stole my song, he did. This ain't no technological breakdown. This is the road to Hull. So anyway, I went to visit a lawyer and I tried to get a case together, but you got no chance against these big record companies, ladies and gentlemen, you got no chance. So I gave it up in the end. I rewrote the words, rewrote the music, completely rewrote the song. Next thing you know, AC/DC stole that song off me. It's alright, I'll wait for you. And my friends are gonna be there too. I'm on a highway to Hull. I'm on a highway to Hull. I'm on a highway to Hull. And I don't like that rotten meatloaf neither.
Why?
Anyway, that was my clean material. I'm going to leave it there, and you were a wonderful audience. Thank you very much. Please enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you very much.
This image of a werewolf boner out of my head.
He's up there, isn't he?
Well, you made my wife laugh.
We'll give you one night and you do that.
This microphone.